my name is Verna from StampinNotes.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in the hills of Western New York State and I live on a farm. And I'm coming to you this morning wanting to show you how to make a bow with more than 2 loops. As you can see on this card, this bow has 6 loops and it's really easy to do. So we'll start with making our front piece here and getting those little zebras. We're using the Zany Zebras stamp set and also the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set, the large image from that. And that's the stamp set right here. They're both great sets to have in your collection. You'll get a lot of use out of them. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this large stamp with Memento black ink. And this is our sentiment. It says, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. And I'm going to put that on the front here on the left end. Just like that, and give it a good press. It came out pretty good. This would really be pretty embossed too, if you wanted to emboss it. Now we're going to stamp our little zebras, and I'm using 2 of the 3 different zebras. So cute, they look like little mischievous characters. So first one, this one is going to go here, right about there. And then this guy is going to be looking back at him. Like this. And while I'm thinking of it, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications of when I upload a video tutorial. And I will have all the description of all the different products used in this and the item numbers in the description below for you, as well as the measurements. So you can check that out if you miss anything here, or if I forget to tell you something, a measurement that you need. Okay, now I'm going to take that little hat and just stamp it right here above him. It's not going to matter that it's a little bit above, and I will tell you why. So because I like a little dimension, I have stamped these, and I've also taken a Stampin' Blends marker and just highlighted the little stripes on each of the zebras. I'm going to pop him on there with some dimensionals. Okay, dimensionals are little adhesive foam pads, and what's great about them is that they will, whatever you put them under, it will raise it up a little bit. And just gives that extra added dimension to your cards or whatever you're designing. And so I'm going to put him right like that, and you can see that the hat sticks out above the top of the zebra's head there. And we're going to take our other one, pop him up on dimensionals. You can also visit my blog at StampinNotes.com. I have a great autumn class that's coming up, and you can check that out. It's using the Beautiful Autumn Bundle, and there's different options for that class. If you're interested in that, just message me or email me and let me know. That class closes September 7th. Okay, so our zebras are on there. Next thing I'm going to do is I have punched out balloons with the Balloon Duet Punch, and I've used our beautiful rainbow glimmer paper. I'm going to add them. I've got 1 large balloon and 2 small balloons for each of the zebras, and I'm going to just add him with a little bit of our new adhesive here. Put that one there, Make it look like the zebras are pulling the balloons. And we need another small one. Whoops. And this blue balloon we'll put right here. So you can see that the Glimmer paper has all these different shades, rainbow colors. It's really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my Magenta Madness Stampin' Blend and add some color where these little dots are. Like that. And now we're going to bring in our, this is twine from the Ornate Garden suite, and I'm going to make some bows for the balloons and add those, one to each balloon. Actually, I think I'll just add one to each set. Add a glue dot to each one. And put that there, and wad this one up. Technically, I should do this with a take a pick tool and not my fingers, because you'll take some of the stickiness off the glue dot. There. Okay. Now if you want to, you could add the yellow stars that I had on this card. You could add this to this base. Okay, let's do the ribbon part here. Okay, so we've got our zebras done and our balloons on there, our sentiment on there, and now we're going to do the ribbon. And I think that on this card I'm going to put the ribbon on this end. So I'm going to bring in my detailed trio punch, and I'm going to use this punch right here, this oval shape. I'm going to put my punch right here. I'm going to put my card in there and punch, and I'm going to move it down just a little bit, not very far, because you want your holes to be kind of close together. If you don't have the detailed trio punch, you could use a regular hole punch. Now I'm going to bring in my, I have about a 15-inch piece of the Ruched Daffodil Delight ribbon. I'm going to bring one end up through one of the holes and one end up through the other. Like that. And these are what are going to hold our loops together. So I'm bringing in the whole spool of ribbon. I'm not going to cut it off until I'm done. You're going to leave about a 6-inch tail. You make a loop, then you make a loop on the bottom and pinch it in the center. Excuse my nails that have ink in them. You're going to make another loop on the top, a loop on the bottom. Pinch that together. You're holding it with one of your hands. Make a loop, and then a loop on the bottom. So this is going to be 6 loops. So you'll have 3 loops on the top and 3 on the bottom. If it was 8 loops, you'd have 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. All right, you're pinching that together. You're going to come in and cut that off. Now I'm going to lay this right here. I'm going to hold that down with one of my fingers while I bring my ties up around the loops that I've made. I'm going to pull that really tight. And don't worry if they're not even, because we can move them around. And I'm going to make a knot like that. Okay, so I'm going to pull these around like this. And I want my bow to sit this way. I'm going to bring my scissors in. I'm going to trim some of these ends so they're all about the same. And one more like this. There. So we've got our 6-loop bow on there. Now, to hold those bows so they don't pull out, because you can still pull them from end to end, I'm going to bring in my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just going to squirt, I'm going to go down in there and squirt some glue into there to hold that. It will dry and hold those so they don't loosen up. I'm going to actually pull these down a little bit. And there is our pretty bow. All right, so I'm going to put this on our card base. There's our base. Here's our matte layer. Okay, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.